Trump has his sights set on the new Fed chief, saying he has 3 or 4 names in mind to replace Jerome Powell, whose term ends in 2026. Speaking from The Hague at the NATO summit, Trump again blasted Powell, calling him terrible and very stupid for keeping rates high, while names like Kevin Warsh and Scott Bessent are floating. No official picks have been confirmed.
Federal Chair Jerome Powell is sounding cautious on rate cuts, warning that tariff-driven inflation may not be short-lived as some expect. Speaking to a Senate panel, Powell said while tariff hikes could cause a one-time price spike, there's a real risk they fuel more persistent inflation. He stressed the Fed isn't rushing into cutting rates, saying it needs more clarity on the size and impact of new tariffs. Despite investor hopes for 2 rate cuts this year, he made clear the Fed's priority is price stability and not market timeless.
And Boston Fed President Susan Collins is preaching active patience on interest rates, urging a careful approach as policymakers weigh the fallout from tariffs and inflation. Speaking ahead of a regional visit, Collins said she still expects gradual rate cuts later this year, but warned that could change if prices shocks persist or growth stalls. Collins said the current policy stance is modestly restrictive and gives the Fed room to stay data dependent, not rushed.
And the Federal Reserve has proposed easing a key post-crisis capital rule for Wall Street's biggest banks, a move that's already sparked internal dissent. The change would lower the enhanced supplementary leverage ratio, which dictates how much high-quality capital banks must hold. The proposal would trim capital requirements by billions, a win big for banks, but critics warn it could weaken financial safeguards. Public comment is open for 60 days.
And then Nvidia has done it again, claiming its crown as the world's most valuable company. Shares of AI chip makers soared over 4%, closing at a record high and pushing its market cap to $3.77 trillion, nudging past Microsoft and Apple. Well, from powering ChatGPT to now chasing humanoids, Nvidia's next big bet is robots. CEO Jensen Huang says robotics along with AI is the chipmaker's biggest long-term growth opportunity. He spotlights autonomous vehicles as the first major use case, with Mercedes already on board. And as Huang puts it, Nvidia stopped being just a chip company a long time ago.
And Micron's results are lighting up the AI chip race. The memory maker crushed Wall Street expectations in Q3, posting adjusted earnings of $1.91 versus the expectation of $1.6 and revenue of $9.3 billion. It also raised the bar for the current quarter, forecasting a 38% revenue jump to $10.7 billion, riding the AI boom and a surge in data center demand. While the stock popped up after hours, it gave up most of its gains.
And BP shares whipsawed in previous session after the Wall Street Journal reported Shell was exploring a blockbuster acquisition of the British oil giant. The report sent BP soaring over 10% intraday before Shell swiftly denied the talks, calling it market speculation. If true, the deal would be the energy sector's biggest since Exxon bought Mobil in 1990s. But reports say a full buyout is unlikely. BP may instead be broken up and sold in parts.
With this, it's time to take a quick break.